Joseph Shabalala. Coming from the Department of Social Development, Pietermaritzburg Service Office. I also obtained this master's from University of KwaZulu-Natal. So when it was a chance for me to do a dissertation, I said to myself, why not foster care? So I just want to write the topic.
Oh, back to the
Yes, back to the topic. So my topic is sustainable livelihood approaches and the foster care grant as a preservative approaches, social security. The study was guided by the theory of sustainable livelihood approach. I don't want to say when I'm in the middle of the presentation or at the end of the presentation, but we didn't see theoretical framework, so I put it in the topic so that you will know it was guided by this one. The reason being is because I wanted to see if we can achieve some of the livelihood outcomes, which is more income, if the grant can enhance the well-being of the people, if the grant can change the standard of living, can it reduce vulnerability? So that's what I wanted to achieve, guys. Can we move on? Let me just go through the background. Poverty remains a severe socio-economic issue in South Africa with 30.3 or 55.5 living in national upper poverty line of 992, according to State SA 2022. Another 13.8 million individuals, about 25%, are living in food poverty. Can you move on for me? Okay. So the South African Foster Care Grant was initially intended as a financial support for children removed from their families and placed in foster care for the protection in situation of abuse or neglect. But it's not limited to only these two grounds, because you can always find many grounds in Section 150 of the Children's Act. That's where you can actually determine whether a child is in need of care and protection. It's not only abuse, because even someone who got both parents can still qualify for this grant. Yeah, if the parents are not fit. Can you move on for me? The study was undertaken in Pietermaritzburg, Imbali Township, the famous Imbali. We all know Imbali in Pietermaritzburg. It's one of the biggest townships in Pietermaritzburg. So, particularly, it is originated from the Zulu name called flower, meaning flower. Yeah, Imbali. Why Imbali? The question, why Imbali? Firstly, I live in Imbali myself. And secondly, I'm employed by the Department of Social Development, Pietermaritzburg Service. So Imbali is serviced by the Department of Social Development. So basically, I just wanted to know, Uti, our role, is it effective? Is it effective enough? Are we doing justice? So I wanted to know, what are we doing justice? Because I believe this study will benefit us, especially the Department of Social Development. And I also wanted to honor them for giving me the scholarship to pursue my master's. So, can you move on for me? So, like I said, the study rationale. The researchers' interest in understanding the role of foster care in poverty alleviation in the post-apartheid South Africa, prompted this study. Because Tina as a country, we're coming from far. We all know what we're coming from far when it comes to the issue of poverty. It's been an issue for so long. So there were so many strategies that were tried by the ANC government to make sure that people are out of poverty. You can mention about GIA, you can mention like mega projects like about RDP houses. You can mention as many as you can. Yeah, but again, my interest, even social security is one of the poverty alleviation strategy, but my interest was specifically foster care. Specifically foster care because it's something that I do each and every day. So, yeah. Can you move on? So, my research objectives were to examine whether and how foster care grant sustain a livelihood in the household, and secondly, to investigate how foster care grant contribute to breaking the cycle of poverty among recipients, and to explore the challenges and opportunity faced by foster care grant recipients, and to explore the various survival strategies that foster care grant recipients undertake. I'm just one person who always want to do positive. I always want to do positive. If something is meaningless, I just don't want to be part of it. So I just don't want to be part of it. So we will see whether we will achieve what I intended for in the beginning of the start. If it's useless, I'm just gonna quit my job. Okay, research methodology. This was a qualitative study, collected data through in-depth interview with 14 foster parents. 7 of them were males and the other 7 were females from the age of 35 to 65 years. And the participants were chosen from DSD, foster care database, and SASSA database. So I was actually looking for clients with at least 5 years of experience in foster care. Not someone who's new, because I wasn't going to get any information about. So we use a convenience sampling type of non-random probability for this study. The reason being is because I'm a client, I'm a participant, are easily accessible. So it's so easy to get them, but can you move on? But I cannot just forget there were certain challenges. There were certain bridges that I have to undergo, like to get ethical clearance from UKZN Ethics Committee, and also get permission or gatekeeper's letter from the Department of Social Development and SASSA. I had to undergo interview before conducting this study from the department. And also I'm well informed that I have to get permission, like consent from the client to actually conduct the study. Can you move on? Let's just jump to the findings before I run out of time, but hopefully I'm going to get extra 5 minutes. The aim of one of the objectives was to examine whether and how foster care grants sustain the livelihood in the household. So according to the findings, foster care grant can sustain livelihood within the household of the beneficiaries, because some participants were unemployed, so they are making like a foster care grant as their only hope, is their only source of income. So imagine if there was no grant at all. So many foster parents have stated that foster care grant has been extremely effective in poverty alleviation within the household, since it gives them psychological freedom, and others are only relying on it to put food on the table. So what do I mean by psychological freedom? It means you don't have to worry about, they don't have to worry about how they're going to support their families. So yeah. And secondly is to investigate how, one of the objectives was to investigate how foster care grant contribute to breaking the cycle of poverty among recipients. But according to the study findings, I'm going to try to be fast. The study showed that foster care grant can achieve some aspect of the SLA, sustainable livelihood, the one I was talking about at the beginning of the study. Okay, this includes human capital, is that the foster child has access to education, health, chance to live a normal life. It also includes financial capital, in that there is a guaranteed income monthly. This is used, the grant is actually used to support foster child, freeing up other income and allowing for the savings for the future. Can we move? Okay. And thirdly was to explore the challenges and opportunities faced by foster care grant recipients. According to the findings, the study demonstrated that the grant provided participants with opportunity to learn how to manage money. Others, they just got money for the first time through this grant. So, yeah. So, participants also indicated that grant payment dates are very difficult. It's one of the challenges that are facing. It's too complicated because it involves so many stakeholders. Like, you cannot talk about foster care grant without mentioning DSD, without mentioning Department of SASSA, without mentioning the magistrate court. But they said I've got 2 minutes, so yeah. So the study also revealed that grant application process is too long. That's what actually what I was saying. And fourthly was to explore the survival strategy that foster care grant recipient undertake. Participants supplement and invest foster care grant in order to survive. According to the findings, 4 out of 14 foster parents say that they can save the foster care grant for their children's education future, while others say they can budget properly. And 3 out of 14 foster parents use foster care grant to start small business like Daisa Magwinya and stuff, and the chips at school, something like just to supplement the income. Let me talk about, let's jump to recommendations, but I'm running out of time. Let's jump to my recommendation. So, DSD, because they were complaining about it's very difficult to take care of these kids. So sometimes they're facing emotional problems. These kids remind them of their late sisters or fathers or daughters. So I think DSD need to do DSD and other relevant organizations to introduce programs like we do have parenting programs, but we need a parenting program that will speak directly to the needs of the foster parent, not the general one. So according to the findings, we also need to introduce about bereavement therapies specifically directed to the foster parents and behavioral service for those kids, directed to those kids, because they were complaining when you go around. But the time is guys. But I'm trying.